Hey guys, it's me, Gabby, and everyone wants to know how to make money online. This is something that I've been doing for around 10 years now. So I want to share with you about how you can leverage what you're already doing or what you already know to then create a source of income from the internet. Yes, working from home, working from anywhere. It's what I've been doing for years and years. So I want to just share a little bit about my story. And so, how do you start making money online from what you're already doing? This is what we're talking about today. I want to go back to when I was a kid, and I started working when I was 13 years old, and my dad was really instructive, helping me to choose the right opportunities and allowing me to work at that young age. And he always told me to choose opportunities not because of how much they pay per se, but how much you can learn. If you're developing your marketable skills throughout your life, you're always gonna have something valuable, skills, and you can teach other people those skills. So you might know that by trade, I'm a teacher. I've been an English teacher for years and years, and I came upon that profession because I've always loved languages and I developed my skill in the English language. I have a master's degree in teaching English as a second language, and I've always kind of paid attention in English class. So I was doing that in the classroom. I actually went to Japan to teach abroad, and when I was there in 2011, I started my YouTube channel called Go Natural English, which was leveraged out of my already teaching English every day in the classroom. So I thought about those questions that my students were asking me all the time and what I thought would be helpful for them, and I started making video tutorials and I uploaded them to YouTube. So it was how I was already making money. I was a teacher. Wasn't making a lot of money, but I was already spending most of my days thinking about what to teach my English students. So I took a little bit of extra time each day to create these lessons. And not even every day. It wasn't an everyday thing. I was creating maybe one video per month when I started out. So think about if you are already doing something that you could teach someone else. If you're a teacher, this should be pretty obvious. You could teach your subject online. If you're not a teacher, you still might know some really great skills that are teachable online. If you're a tradesperson, or if you know how to do some hobby that people are into, like knitting or something like that, gardening, people will pay to learn skills in these areas or to learn information in these areas. If you can help other people do things that will help them to be more employable or to help them to teach others, you could consider that as well. I know of people who have courses on resume writing and courses on finding your career path. So something like that, coaching, counseling, is also very marketable online. So I chose to become an English teacher because I wanted to travel, I wanted to connect with people and have interesting experiences all over the world. But what I realized when I started that job is that it was a little bit more constricting than I thought because we had a strict schedule. We didn't make very much money. So when I did have time off, I didn't really have that much money to enjoy it. So it was that problem of like, if I have time, I don't have money. If I have money, I don't have time. And so I created my YouTube channel, Go Natural English, in 2011 to give myself more leverage. I had no idea what would come of it, that 10 years later, I'd have a super successful business that allows me to work from home or anywhere in the world. I had no idea, but I knew that I had to do something to leverage my time. And by creating videos for YouTube and eventually my own online course and learning platform, it allowed me a lot of freedom and flexibility. I did this after creating my YouTube channel because after creating that audience, that following, I had people asking me, hey, can you be my teacher? Will you tutor me online? And I did that for a little while, but then I realized that my time was limited. So I decided to create an online course that would be me teaching to many students at once. Really, anyone can do this, guys. It doesn't have to be that you're special, that you're teaching something particular. Everyone wants to learn, and I believe that the learning economy or information is the hottest sector to get into because people are hungry for information, good information, and good teaching. And to be honest, a lot of traditional education has not caught up with the way that people are learning online now. So if you can step in and fill that need, I believe you're going to be very successful. My original goal when I started out in 2011 was just to experiment and just to help my students. Then once I started seeing that people were into my videos and they wanted me to be their teacher and everything, my initial financial goal, once I realized it was a viable project or business, was just to replace my teaching salary, which at that time was about $2,800 per month. That was my goal. And I'll tell you that it took me 1 year, about 9 months, almost a year, to start earning $1 per day, or about $30 per month, from my YouTube videos. So you have to be patient. I do think that nowadays, especially with all the information out there about how to grow your YouTube following, you could grow a lot faster than I did. And to be honest, I didn't go all out right away. I was just seeing it as something fun, something experimental. I was only posting maybe 1 video a month, so that's why it did take a while. But then I saw if I can make $1 a day, I could probably make more if I just figure out how to grow this and scale this. And so I made an online course, and my first course launch was in 2013 or 2014. I think it was late 2013, I think. Anyway, by 2014, I was able to launch a course that tripled my monthly income as a teacher. And so I knew at that point I was ready. I was ready to leave my real kind of traditional teaching job. And I was really, really scared because I didn't like the idea of giving up a stable paycheck with some benefits. And I just didn't know if I could rely on myself to support myself with a non-traditional income like YouTubing and teaching online. But you know what? Now that I look back, 6 years later, I am so glad that I took that leap and it has worked out, but I'm also glad that I waited and kind of built this up on the side while I was teaching full-time in the meantime. Working for yourself is up and down. The most I've ever made on YouTube in 1 day is about $480, but it's very up and down. I wouldn't have dreamed that would have been possible in the past to have a day teaching where I made $480, let alone a day where I'm literally doing nothing, just the videos are working for me. Now, I don't mean to say that it's not work. Of course, I have to plan the videos, I have to record them, I have to do things to make these videos appear, but once they're online, they're working for me. So if I could advise you, if you're just starting out, if I could give you advice, I would say to be patient, but make more content. Make more content because those videos that you create now, they're gonna be working for you 10 years from now. Really, just like my first videos are still working for me, still making me maybe around $100 a month. Something that I took maybe a few hours to make 10 years ago is now still making me $100 a month. Now, of course, not all videos do well, but the ones that do well, it's crazy. It's amazing. It is passive income. It is the dream, right? So I would recommend to be patient because not all your videos, not all your content, not all your courses are going to explode and make you a ton of money, especially not overnight. I would also advise to not focus on the money. You need to do your work focusing on learning as you go, focusing on something that you actually enjoy, hopefully, because it's going to be probably a while, not overnight. It might not take a year like it took me, but it's going to probably be several months before you start making some money, and maybe longer until you can replace your current income. So be patient and don't do it for the money. Be strategic, but focus on providing value to people and focus on doing something where you're learning new skills. This goes back to what I said in the beginning of the video. Always seek work, not for the highest salary, but for the skills that you will learn, for the experiences that you will have, and the learning opportunities that you will gain. that's my advice for you. I wish you luck. If you have questions about making money online, being a YouTuber, starting an online course or your own learning platform, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.